In 1961, you told me rock and roll was done. In 1962, you told me rock and roll was through. In 1963, you told me it was R&B. In 1964, you didn't want rock and roll no more. But I told you rock and roll was here to stay. I told you rock and roll not fade away. I told you so, son, come on. I told you so, I told you so. I told you rock and roll is here to stay. In 1965, you put down boogie, woogie, woogie and jive. In 1966, you started out on the S-Flicks. In 1967, you showed you the way to heaven. In 1968, you told me heavy metal was great. But I told you rock and roll is here to stay. I told you rock and roll not fade away. I told you so, son, come on. I told you so, I told you so. I told you rock and roll is here to stay. In 1969, you told me it was out of time. In 1970, you lost your land and playing E. From 1971, started back and having fun. In 1973, the radio getting through to me. But I told you rock and roll is here to stay. I told you rock and roll not fade away. I told you so, son, come on. I told you so, I told you so. I told you rock and roll is here to stay. In 1974, nearly yesterday was born. So if you're born to rock some more, in 75 we reach the shore. So it'll be here forever on. Catching, giving, getting gone. Everyone thinking that song is sound. Never putting rock and roll down. But I told you rock and roll is here to stay. I told you rock and roll not fade away. I told you so, son, come on. I told you so, I told you so. I told you rock and roll is here to stay. Everybody dig that solid rock. Everybody dig that solid rock. Everybody dig that solid rock. 76, 77, 78, 79, 1980, baby.